One of the fastest growing trends of today is the act of body modification. Every day you see more and more people with piercings and tattoos. We've come to Stratford-upon-Avon to find out why there's a growing popularity within this culture.
Well, I started stretching my ears when I was still at secondary school. They started out small, and over about a year and a half, they've gradually got bigger and bigger.
And how big are they now?
26 mil.
I've got my ears done and they're stretched to 20 mil. I have my lip done 3 times. I've got my tongue done. But my reasons for getting pierced, it's probably just a way just to fit in with the crowd that I feel most comfortable with.
We came to Shakespeare Inc. in Stratford-upon-Avon to get an expert's views and opinions on the practice of body modification.
I think tattoos and piercings are becoming a lot more popular because it's a lot more refined. The technology's changed so much over the last 10 years that it's become more of an art form as opposed to before it used to be sort of a tough sticker attitude, bikers and prisoners and things. And now you can have a much more refined, delicate picture, almost like a painter that paints. So I think with that finesse in the artwork that it becomes a lot more popular. And I think sort of media's publicised that quite a lot as well. Belly button piercings and ear piercings are sort of regular, generic, again, what's set by the media, what other actresses and what's quite popular in the media is generally what is the most popular with us. Before it used to be quite a manly thing to get a tattoo, again, prisoners, bikers, things like that, whereas now you can have it so refined that you can do real delicate, intricate pieces. So I think women generally enjoy it a lot more on their feet and their legs and go for a lot more smaller tattoos so that they can get to a much more refined state, whereas they've never been able to do that before. I think because it's become popular, celebrities have embraced that and used that within their career, and because obviously media is so publicised over the majority of today's youth, I think it definitely impacts quite a lot of people. I think a lot of people definitely go for almost exactly the same tattoos as their celebrity icons.
Definitely, yeah, there's more and more people, such as role models, who are getting more tattoos, which are portraying onto the youth of today.
When someone's just had a tattoo, what they have to remember is a tattoo is an open wound. It's not a piece of artwork that's been done and it's finished. It actually becomes down to a medical basis, which is half of the job of a tattoo. So it needs to be cleaned, it needs to be sterile, it needs to be looked after properly, otherwise it just doesn't work. You need to use antiseptics, you need to clean it regularly, you need to look after it almost like you would a burn, constantly, and really look after it.
I was aware, obviously, that if the place isn't clean, then you're more likely to catch something. But the place I go to is clean, it's got the certificates on the wall, everything.
Think about it, take your time over it. Tattoos and piercings, you can have that any stage in your life, it's not going to go away, it's always going to be there, but when it's there, it's permanent. Just spend a bit of time over it, just thinking about it. Just make sure you're definite and 100% before you actually get it done.
That's what Stratford-upon-Avon thinks about body modification. I'm Alex Humphreys, back to the studio.